No, that's not. No. Yes. You. Now, according to Shrey...
You're like Space Up City over there. What's up with you today?
According to Shrey...
You feeling okay? We've been traveling all over lately, so maybe you've come down with something. That's it. We're getting Baiju to check you over.
Oh my god, we're going to Baiju? We're going all the way to Liyue for this? We're just in Natlan, bro. For the Archon quest, okay, I guess, sure.
Oh. Baiju isn't in his shop.
Is he
you're looking
back?
for Dr. Baiju.
Yes.
He's resting today, but he said to send any patients to the back room.
Oh, sure.
Ah, okay. Thanks. We'll head on through.
Squeeze me. Hi, Baiju. Oh, you're muted. Is Baiju gonna be muted too?
Traveler,
He's not, thank God.
welcome. What can I do for you?
It's the Traveler. She looks absolutely beat these days. She has these huge dark circles around her eyes, like she hasn't slept a wink.
Well, if lore-wise this is happening after the Dainsleif quest, I am not surprised. I'm not even the slightest bit surprised. She hasn't been sleeping well.
And she keeps spacing out. You have to call her name several times before she snaps out of it. What do you think it is? Is she sick?
No, she's just depressed, Paimon. She's prone to sickness? I find this surprising. I'm not sure, actually.
Very peculiar. In all the time we've been acquainted, this is the first time you've come to me with a health complaint. Come, let me take a look at you.
Sure, Baiju. I was not expecting Baiju on this quest, much less being in Liyue. But sure.
Okay. Paimon does not like that expression, Baiju. It's not serious, is it?
It shouldn't be.
Complexion is good, eyes are clear, breathing is steady, pulse is strong. Physically, you appear to be in good condition, Traveler. In theory, your energy level should reflect that. You should be feeling right as rain.
And yet, I do feel like something is off.
Hence my concern. A clean bill of health is usually a good thing, but in this case, it likely means your situation is more complicated. Physical illnesses come with detectable symptoms that can be used to diagnose, medicate, and cure the condition. But afflictions of a non-physical nature, they fall outside a doctor's realm of expertise.
We need a mental health check.
Huh?
When you go with,
What do you
what's her
mean,
name? Mizuki.
non-physical nature?
Hell yeah, Shrey.
Curses, dark magic,
Or
it's
that.
hard to say.
So it's not depression,
It
it's
could
just a
just
curse.
as easily be a simple case of mental fatigue. Why don't you rest here for a bit? Whatever it is we're dealing with, clues to your condition are sure to reveal themselves in time. Once we know the root cause, we can administer the right treatment.
I've seen my fair share of mental afflictions. To start with, some calming instance, a good night's sleep, and a good meal will do a world of good.
In the meantime, Changsheng and I will review the relevant literature for afflictions that present with mental fatigue.
What if she's actually just depressed, bro? We're still not experts on this kind of thing. I say we should strongly consider calling a specialist as soon as possible. Mizuki? Baiju does look worried.
Must be a rare condition if not even Baiju and Changsheng have seen it before. Well, all we can do is take their advice. You look like you're about to collapse anyway.
Do I?
Just get some rest. Paimon will be right here by your side. Fingers crossed you'll be all better when you wake up.
What if this quest just takes place entirely in my dreams? Whispers betwixt stars and night. Ooh. Rest. Oh yeah, this is 100% gonna happen in our dreams. New Paimon sound? I like the new Paimon. You don't, Jetty? I love her low-key. Where am I? In hell, probably. There's a thick fog covering my field of vision. This feels more real than a dream, but too chilling to be real life. My breath's freezing in my throat before I can even exhale it. It feels like my soul has been wrenched from my body and thrust to this strange and unfamiliar space. Whichever direction I look in, there's no end in sight, and worse than that, I think there's something in the fog following me like a shadow. If this is a dream, how long till I wake up? And if it's not, then where in the world am I? Yes, I can. What did I miss? What did I just miss? Someone just pierced through my through the fog and stabbed me in the back, but there's no blood? Oh, hello. A strange light coming from the wound, and I see this familiar-looking spike retreating back into the darkness. Deep inside, it feels like a part of me is missing, and now another wave of fatigue is washing over me. Hello? Oh, so is that better, Jaddy? Is my mic loud enough now? Is that any better, or is that still too low?
Traveler!
Hi, Paimon.
Rise
About the
and
same?
shine. Time
Does it?
to wake up.
It should be better now, I think.
For once, you're making Paimon look like an early riser. It's already afternoon. Hopefully all that sleep did you some good. Feeling any better?
I needed to check if there's a cut on my back.
A
Way
cut?
better? Okay, sick.
What? Did you scratch yourself in your sleep? Alright, let Paimon take a look.
This is kinda covering my face now, though.
Nope, nothing there. Wait, did you have a nightmare? Okay, don't panic. Paimon heard that dreams tell us what we need by showing us the opposite. So, if you had a nightmare, maybe all you need is something to cheer you up. Come on, Paimon will treat you to something yummy.
I love how worried she is for us. It's so sweet. It's so cute. We love Paimon in this house, bro. My little goat. You and Paimon head to one-man restaurant, sensing that something isn't right. Paimon orders a bunch of dishes to cheer you up.
What?
We?
So, in
I am
this
we.
dream,
I
you
am
were
people.
trapped in a weird place with thick fog everywhere, and then a spike came out of nowhere and stabbed you in the back?
That sounds about right.
Oh. Okay, well, that's a new one. Are you sure it was a dream? Because from the way you describe it, it sounds like you were really there.
Perhaps I was.
But then again, you woke up right where you went to bed. And you were definitely in a deep sleep this morning.
I don't know what to make of it either. Maybe it was just a very lifelike dream? I don't know what to make of it.
It's decided. Paimon will stay up and watch over you tonight.
Aww.
If anyone tries to mess with you, Paimon will beat him up.
She's so sweet.
Or, wake you up first and then we can beat him up together.
Sounds good. Genshin Penaconiarch, don't even speak that into existence, Jaddy. Do not. Paimon's smile has a way of putting me at ease. Aw, that's so cute. What I saw is still bothering me. The dream was so chilling and it almost feels like there's something watching me from some corner of the world even now. Something stabbed me in my dream, but when I woke up there was no wound. Still, if I focus on that area, I feel a vague aching, almost as if deep underneath the flesh something is...
Something is missing?
Hello?
Did you just say something?
Did you heard that too?
The flesh remains whole, but the soul is incomplete. Left unresolved, the mind will wither away along with it.
Well, this is one way to introduce her back into the game in the middle of us having a meal, when the last time we saw her was in Thinarwol's realm.
What the?
Getting child into the abyss.
Paimon remembers you. Your child's master.
Skirk?
Orc?
Skirk? She's... I need to do something really quick.
Right. What are you doing here? The last time
She's
we
just
saw you
sitting
was at the
there.
Primordial Sea in Fontaine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then we left and never learned where you went after that.
Sklorp. Okay.
Child's been looking everywhere for you, by the way. What brings you to Wanmean Restaurant of all places? You came here looking for us? And were you the one behind that hocus pocus just now?
Hocus pocus?
Tell me, what is it that you saw?
Why is she here? How did she sense, like, our troubles? I have so many questions.
Tight-lipped, huh? I suppose that's fair. You, I'll take a glass of wine.
Hmm? Oh, of course. Coming right up.
Sure.
We make this one in-house. It's not too strong. Enjoy.
Chef Mao, I'll take a grilled tigerfish over here.
Coming right up. If I knew we'd be this busy,
Oh,
I
Shen's
would've
on
approved
vacation.
Shenhe's
No.
vacation.
At the end of the day, what happens to you is of little consequence to me. I'm not here to try and win you over. Trust me or not, the choice is yours. If you want my help, now's the time to speak up. You have until I finish my drink.
What do you know about this situation? Why are you here?
I was investigating an abyssal disturbance in the area
Oh,
and
fair
happened
enough.
to notice you.
Sure.
Part of your soul is damaged,
Oh!
and the wound bears traces of abyssal corrosion. Need I say more?
No, that's enough.
Neither of those things sound good.
Skirk seems to know something, and given what I've seen of her strength, I bet she can tell what happened to me. I don't know what her goal is, but in this moment at least, I don't think she has bad intentions. Yeah, agreed.
Should we trust her?
What do you think, Paimon?
She mentioned an abyssal disturbance. Maybe that has something to do with what's going on with you. But we could always find a different expert on the abyss to help us out.
Not on short notice, we can't.
Yeah, and that thing she said about your soul being damaged is scaring, Paimon. Definitely something we should fix sooner rather than later.
Yes, heavy agree.
Skirk's an interesting one, that's for sure. But from what Child's told us, she doesn't seem evil, at least.
I don't think she's evil.
1, 2, 7, 10. That'll do.
Oh my god, more! She's paying for a drink.
Well, have you made up your mind?
Yes. What I saw was a dark space shudder and a dense fog that wouldn't disperse. You have Skirk a brief description of your dream.
So
Quote unquote.
that's all we know, Miss Skirk. Ma'am,
Ma'am?
can you help us?
So, you couldn't disperse the fog. I understand. Come find me in the Guili Plains when you're done here. Oh,
So
and
this takes place in
I left cash for the
UFO
drink on the
places?
table. Settle the bill for me, will you?
Sure? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is it not gonna be enough?
She disappeared.
Oh no, she's just gone. Okay. Go to settle the bill. Wait, I gotta do something before I
Wait,
leave.
hold on. You overpaid. Here's your change.
Oh, no, this includes the drink, so it should be the right amount.
I didn't think you two ordered a drink.
Excuse me?
We didn't. It was that lady who came and sat with us, remember? You brought it out to her yourself.
You sure? I could have sworn there were only 2 of you at that table.
Interesting.
What?
What'd you put in their dish, Chef Mao? Some kind of hallucinogenic mushroom?
It's
You got
mushrooms
them
from
seeing
Rise's quest,
things.
bro.
Seeing things? Wait, so neither of you noticed her? Young lady? About this tall?
About this
wearing a
tall,
purple
she points
dress?
up.
She ordered a glass of wine.
Oh, now you mention it, that vaguely rings a bell. And it looks like I did open the wine jar, so it must have just slipped my mind. In any case,
Interesting.
that settles your bill. Come again soon.
Check, please.
Coming!
You're not voiced. Why?
Okay, what was going on there? It's like they didn't remember Skirk being there at all. Even Paimon was half convinced we hallucinated the whole thing. But that Mora she left for us was definitely real. Oh, this whole situation is giving Paimon the creeps. But anyway,
This is
she told us
so
to head to the
interesting.
Guili
Well, she just
Plains, right?
appears and then disappears,
keep her
and then
waiting?
nobody remembers seeing her. That's interesting. Anyway, I have something to do. Or not. Or not, because the game won't let me access my menu. It's just like Penacony. Don't say that. Never mind. I can. Skirk. Where am I going? She's so cool, man. Well, that's not nice.
Whoa, what are all these Rift Hounds doing here? Huh, looks like they're collecting something.
They are?
Let's go check it out.
I'm trying, Jaddy. I'm trying. I literally have all the mats to fully level her. Nope, that's wrong. Wait, hold on. Unfair.
Extinguished. Mine to wheel.
Let the world collide!
Yeah, straight. Last night, 30... 8th pity, I believe.
A burst of flavor. Fearless.
Oh man, I couldn't burst.
So, this is what they were collecting. It looks kind of like...
God remains?
Yeah. What is going on here?
Huh.
From the moment they are born, all beings with great power have an impact on this world.
Oh!
Even if their body is sundered and their soul extinguished, their influence remains.
Sure.
Gods are the most common example of that. The remnants of gods who fell thousands of years ago remain buried deep within the earth, carrying within them a warped will and a dark curse. Together, these remnants form what you call God remains.
This truly is our
And
Genshin
it appears
impact.
that some of those sealed here were dug up and removed. There are traces left, but they're fading fast. Ugh. What are you doing?
What is she doing?
Nothing. Just wanted
Oh.
to make sure you were,
Okay, Paimon.
real? She's definitely not a ghost traveler. Paimon poked her, and she's solid.
She poked her? After you left the restaurant, the other diners actually acted like you were never there. Yeah.
Your life hangs in the balance, and that's what you're fixated on? Strange set of priorities.
Well, you know.
It was just a trick to avoid being perceived. If someone notices me, those memories are erased. Simple as that.
And you can just do that willy-nilly?
Unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connection with the world. The weak and the lowly have no right to remember me.
No!
They're lucky they only have a few
Sure.
missing memories to show for it. Now, can we please get back on track?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Where were we? Right. The God remains. So, basically, there's now less of them here than there used to be, right? Isn't that a good thing? In our experience, God remains are 100% bad news.
True.
A lot of terrible things have happened because of them.
Maybe it's a good thing by human standards, but power doesn't come from nothing, and it doesn't just disappear for no reason. The remains aren't just gone. They were taken.
Like part of my soul was taken?
Very clever, traveler. You aren't the only one who had something taken from you. There are victims like you
Oh.
everywhere. The only difference being, you can speak, and the remains cannot. So it went
Oh.
unnoticed.
Oh.
Something similar happened in Sumeru. Within the span of one night,
Oh.
countless consecrated beasts were slaughtered, and
Huh.
a large amount of the god remains buried in the desert went missing.
Well, that can't be good.
Of course, god remains are just one of the targets. The culprit is chipping away at sources of power all over this world, including the Stella Fortuna above.
Including the what now?
Wait, you mean the stars?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Why
42 of them have died out in the past few months alone.
not? 42 stars have died.
In Khaenri'ah, people believed that powerful individuals have corresponding Stella Fortuna. Even should that individual fall, their Stella Fortuna would not disappear, but gradually evolve into a new constellation.
You're just dropping this casually? Yeah, I know, Shrey. That's why I'm sitting here like, what the hell? She's just dropping this lore in a casual conversation?
Yet now, stars are disappearing from the skies entirely, and it's not hard to deduce what's happening to the power they contain.
Listen, as long as my C6s don't go missing any constellations, I'll be happy.
Something has been leeching power from this world, like a parasite steals nutrients from a host.
Just chill
And
like
now,
that.
it's no longer satisfied with the remains of the dead. It wants you.
Why us? Also, I love how the Rifthound Shifros are still there.
This time, it only took a fragment of your soul. But next time, there's no telling how far it could go.
But why me?
No one knows. All I know for certain is this. Getting back what you lost will not be easy. Considering how much power this entity has stolen, it must be a god-level being by now at least.
But
That's not the real
Skirk.
concern. Souls are fragile things. and yours could easily be crushed if you go up against it.
You know what this reminds me of? In HSR, the Trailblazer losing, like, dying and having to recover our soul. This reminds me of that, like, a lot, actually.
So you're gonna help us, right?
Like, a lot.
We're going to help each other. You are my ticket to uncovering this thing's true identity.
Well, great! You seem super strong and you know a lot about the Abyss, so Paimon will take it.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that, Shrey? She's playing with a little, like, ball that has a little bell inside it. Did you actually hear that?
Don't get all mushy on me. All I'm doing is helping you get back to normal after a sudden crisis.
I feel like there's more to it than she's not telling us, maybe?
And I should warn you, getting mixed up with me can have unforeseen consequences. We're on very different journeys. You don't want to be in my debt, trust me.
Well...
You help me uncover the truth behind this entity, and I'll help you recover what you lost. This is a transaction, that's all.
Is it now?
You would do well to remember that. Now, come along.
As she opens a rift in time-space like it's nothing, by the way. Sure.
Yeesh! You'd think she'd be a little friendlier since she's agreed to help us. But nope, she's just like when we met her in the primordial sea. So cold. Well, whatever. If that's how it's gonna be, then she doesn't deserve our
Easy
friendship.
for her.
What she does deserve is a super embarrassing nickname.
Oh, please.
Ah, Paimon's got it. Frosty the Lavender Melon. Serves that ice queen right.
Frosty the Lavender Melon. Oh, Paimon.
Anyway, the important thing is that we get
Oh,
that piece of her soul
Paimon.
back. So, let's follow her and see what sort of plan she's got.
Ow, my ears. Dude. That is so cool. It's just visible from one side. That's so sick. Don't. I'm looking at you, OBS. Hi, music.
Whoa, this place is way bigger than Paimon expected. Where are we?
This is where I live.
Oh.
I suppose it's the closest thing I have to a home here.
Curly Pup lives in the Night Kingdom. What is the sky looking so cool for?
It is. I brought you here because time flows differently in this place. I don't know how much Ajax has told you, but when he fell into this space, I mentored him for 3 months. In that
This
time,
is where
only
she
3
did it?
days passed in the outside world.
Oh, wow.
Ajax? Oh, right! That's Child's real name! Yeah, Paimon remembers him mentioning something like that.
How could you forget?
So, a month here is equivalent to 1 day in the outside world? That should mean we're safe from that power-hungry soul snatcher for now, right?
I wouldn't say that.
Yes, well, I didn't bring you
Never
here
mind.
just to show you around. In the outside world, the Traveler could be attacked at any moment. But coming here has bought us
This
quite
place
a bit
is
of time.
so pretty.
Now, we just need to figure out how to investigate that place you saw. The one full of fog. Both your description and the abyssal disturbance I felt point to that space having some connection to the abyss. It could even be a domain similar to this one.
A domain, you say?
The thief who stole that fragment of your soul is hiding there. But the abyss is a chaotic and turbulent place. If we want to pinpoint their location, we need to see what that space looks like without the fog. Abyssal power can grant a
Retard
special
text
form of
only.
sight. Have you ever wielded abyssal power before?
Have we what? Huh. Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Do you plan to learn?
I'm kind of at odds with the Abyss. Yeah,
That
I
tracks.
agree.
All the information you have suggests the Abyss is something sinister, and that abyssal power is a wild and dangerous force that always spells disaster.
And you're saying that's not true?
Depends on your perspective. Floods and hurricanes take countless lives too.
Well,
But if one day you gain the power to control them, what was once a calamity is now just another tool in your arsenal.
I mean, I guess she's right. In a
I'll
way.
respect your opinion, though. Just means we have to turn to the second best option.
Which is?
A little abyss crystal that contains my power.
Oh.
Wear it on your head, and we'll be able to perform dream mirroring when we fall asleep.
Oh.
Dream mirroring?
It means experiencing whatever the other person is dreaming. Everything
Whoa.
they see, think, and feel. Since you haven't studied the art of using abyssal power, and have no plans to jump in the deep end right now,
Oh my god, sure, you're
I'll
right.
have to do the investigating
is.
for you. With dream mirroring, every time you slip into a deep sleep, I'll see with my own eyes whatever scene plays out in your mind. Then, I can guide you through the dream environment, and we'll take back what was stolen from you.
Huh. You make it sound so simple.
So all you need to do is wait? Is there anything you need me to do?
Tough to say. This is an unprecedented situation for both of us. Even assuming we do manage to find where this entity is hiding. Like I said, getting your soul fragment back won't be easy. To play it safe, I need to give you some special training first.
Oh.
You're gonna teach her some of your martial arts? Does that mean the next time we see Child, we have to treat him like our senior?
I mean... No, it's fine.
Do as you want. For my part, I don't see you as my disciples.
Training arc.
You're already a pretty good fighter.
Well, thank you.
All I'm planning to do is build on your current skills and train you for the specific scenarios that I think we might face. But that's enough talk. If you're ready to do this, then come with me.
Oh,
Time might be more lenient here, but that's no excuse to waste it.
this place is so pretty.
She
Can I
moves
walk around
fast.
here, please?
Paimon can hardly keep up with her. So, special training, huh? Kind of a rare opportunity. With your skills, there's not a lot of people qualified to train you.
She's right.
The last time something like this happened was probably anti-Raiden Shogun training, right? Oh,
I mean,
feels like a lifetime ago.
we also got the little training experience thing from the Akasha from Alhaitham during Sumeru. Does that count? Didn't that legitimately increase our stats like a tiny bit when we did it?
Skirk
No?
seems pretty strong too, though. Remember how she said
Yeah,
that the
the Alhaitham bomb.
all-devouring narwhal was just her master's pet? Maybe we really will learn something here.
Can I walk around here, please? Oh, I'm not Skirk though. Can I take a picture? Of course not, because why would I be able to? Why would I be able to? Oh. Skirk attack stats. Hi. This place is
Ready?
so cool looking, dude. Look at it.
Bring it on!
Your training will be split into 3 stages. Testing your blade work, elemental abilities, and reasoning skills. We'll start with blade work. You're no rookie in this area, so I won't bore you with the basics. During your long journey, you've no doubt sparred with a lot of talented sword fighters. Consciously
The
or not,
literal
you've
Electro
picked up all
Archon.
kinds of techniques from them.
You bet. There's Kaya, Master Jean, Kuching. Oh, and Kazuha, Ayaka. Yeah, we've met sword masters like you in every nation we've been through.
There's no way you're comparing Jean and Ketching and Ayaka to Skirk. There's genuinely no way. No mention of us fighting the literal Electro Archon. Or like, the embodiment of the Abyss. No, Girly Pop chooses Kaya and Jean and Ketching over them. Sure,
You
let's go with
sparred a
that.
bunch of them too, right? Nice to know it's all gonna come in handy now.
Don't get too smug. In sword fighting, techniques alone are not enough. You need a cohesive system to bring it all
Skirk
together.
washed Ayaka.
A style or school of fighting.
Between us, I don't think Ayaka needed any power creeping. She was good on release, and then wasn't immediately after. And then Rio came and absolutely demolished Ayaka.
To
And now
use the
Skirk is
human
here.
body as an analogy, your style is your skeleton.
That's my opinion.
The foundation, the framework. Techniques are the muscles and other flesh attached to the bones. This is where your strength comes from. Improving your sword fighting is like growing that body. If your frame got bigger and taller, but you didn't add any muscle mass, you'd be weak and flimsy. Then again, if you packed on pounds
You
of flesh
humbled that
without a big enough
forehead.
frame to support it, you'd end up bloated and unwieldy.
So what's the next step then?
You need to do some introspection. Take a good, hard look at your past experiences and figure out which parts of what you've learned are just techniques, and which parts can be used to form your own system of blade work. Only then will you get the full utility out of all your thoughts and observations along the way. Only then will every strike you deliver make perfect sense.
I see.
Wait, is that it? Paimon thought you were gonna teach her some cool new moves.
Well,
like when you
I
went
mean-
swoosh and opened a tunnel to another place.
Paimon, that's abyssal power, no?
One day, you'll reach a new level of power where you realize that even that's as basic a trick as any other.
Foreshadowing?
But right now, our sword styles are so wildly different that teaching you mere techniques is pointless. There are no shortcuts in the pursuit of power.
She reminds me
Failure
so
is your
much of
best
Jing
teacher,
Liu in the
and
best way
rigor is your
possible.
coursework. That's all I have to say. Time to make a start. Train until you're satisfied with yourself.
Sure.
Now focus. Destroy the crystal columns as swiftly as you can.
Yippee! Look at her.
Oh, this is making Paimon's head spin. Hang in there, traveler!
No ult. Come on. Come on. Who needs you? Exactly. Immersion. Think about the immersion. Ooh. She doesn't know. Am I supposed to see something? Oh my god. I understand it now. I see. I understand it now. Hit it. Oh man,
Stay calm. Use your head. You have to keep it together.
I'm trying. No, Sam. I have no Sam. Oh, of course you blow up there. Bro, I have no stamina. Help! Whew, cool. Hello. That's not my sword. This is informing my whole view of sword work. I'm using the same techniques as ever, but now they're having different effects. Oh. It's as if I've unlocked a hidden door in my mind and there's a wellspring of strength on the other side. In my mind's eye, I'm seeing images of the friends I've made in Tivad. Theirs are the sword styles and techniques I have come to know. Are we gonna see actual like flashbacks?
Frozen in time.
Again, why Kaya? Why catching? Oh brother.
Consider a moment of true mastery that you've witnessed in another person.
That's pretty cool, though.
and
I don't know
ask
why
yourself,
they chose those
what
characters
lies
specifically,
beneath
but that's
the
pretty cool.
surface? What's their guiding philosophy? What's their state of mind as they maneuver their weapon? Now take that and practice it right away with speed, skill, and strength, over and over, until your hand is one with your mind. This is the only path to true growth. Now take that and practice it right away with speed, skill, and strength, over.
Yes, ma'am.
Step on up.
Oh, there we go.
Dance with the waves.
Hi. I see it ready to go by in an instant. The atoms of many years from a single. He's using his cannon sword. See? See, this is why I use Kazua's sword. It just feels right. Sure. Look at Paimon being all supportive of us, bro. My sword style, my journey. Oh my gosh, she's asleep reading a Yamiko novel.
If you start to tire, empty your mind, but do not stop. Stay in that frame of mind as you keep up the fight. Get rid of all redundant movements. Imagine your sword is an extension of your own body. Wield it just as you wield your arms, hands, and fingers.
'Twas on a deserted, moonlit
Hello,
night
Xingqiu.
that the hero approached the vile dragon's limpid lair. Rain cutter! Feathers fleeting wet.
Oh god, no,
The
not
white
Ayaka.
heron treads water. A sight without flaw. Master of Inazuma Kamisato art Tachijutsu.
Forehead moment. With each slash of my blade, I feel my strength increasing. I don't know if my weapon can contain all this power. I'm in the zone. Limitless power is surging through me. Hello. More? Oh. Use slash and swipe till you've exhausted every ounce of your energy.
Huh. Looks like you've made some real progress. That concludes your training session.
Who is the better Kamisato? Ayato. Totally forgot Ayato. Well, I guess yeah. Why is he not here instead of Ayaka?
Awesome! Paimon,
Great
you
question.
can do it.
How do you feel?
I'm fighting to keep my eyes open, exhausted.
As you should be.
Oh, okay.
Time flies when you're training hard. You've actually been going for several days now with no rest.
Oh.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Paimon's had a whole bunch of naps. But you were so focused, she didn't want to interrupt you.
Go get some sleep. I'll be doing the same very soon. Let's hope you see that foggy place in your dream, so I can get this investigation over and done with.
Sure. Only an event and story quest. Hi.
Sometimes, you have to practice a single movement 1 million, maybe 10 million times, before the breakthrough moment comes. Nothing in the outside world can help you in this process. The most important thing is to remain patient.
I see. Go to a makeshift camp and rest. Where? Oh. Go to the makeshift camp and rest. This is not a half bad camp. Wait, can I explore around? Hold on. Nope. That would be a no. That is a most definitive no. Sadly. Just putting it on. Paimon's already passed out, bro. She is EP. They're so cute. They're just guys. Oh, hello. Flashbang. Where to now? Wakey, wakey. It's very foggy. What is this place? Have I been pulled back into the place again? But Skirk said the dream mirroring would kick in when I fell asleep. So why am I back here? Yeah, I'm probably gonna stream a little bit tomorrow. Show you doing the new endgame. That's gonna be fun. Close inspection, this isn't the same gym as last time. It's dark and gloomy, but there isn't that chilling fog that made my hair stand on end. If dream mirroring is a two-way process, maybe I'm seeing inside her mind while she's exploring mine? I mean, this is her inner world. It's pretty bleak. I can occasionally make out the sound of a flowing stream, but other than that, it's so empty. Oh, hi. Who are you? You're cute. What a strange looking creature. Where did it come from? I think it wants me to follow it. Might as well see where it leads. Hell yeah, Shrey. Hi, bud. You're so cute. Okay. Are we teleporting?
Why are you skipping classes again? We've talked about this.
And you are?
'Cause he's a crabby old man, and
this
he's
baby
a boring
Skirk?
old man. I don't like going to his classes.
Is this a representation of baby Skirk?
Excuse me. You shouldn't talk about your teacher like that.
Is this your
it's
mom?
very disrespectful.
All right, let's not get into
And her
a big
dad?
fight about this. Skirk's learned what she needs. There's no point forcing her to sit through more classes if she doesn't want to be there. But I'd still love to hear about what you got up to yesterday. Why don't you tell your dad all about it?
It is her parents. Okay.
I went diving,
Oh
and
my God,
I
look at
saw
her.
this huge fish. I never knew they could get that big. It looked kind of dumb, though, with that stupid big fat head.
Oh, thank you,
I
Shrey.
tried to shake its fin, but it just spat water at me. Oh, and today, I'm gonna go to that prairie up north. There's supposed to be this giant bird there that can spit fire.
Oh.
I bet if I climbed on its back, it could fly me all the way to the stars.
Huh. Interesting.
Then I suppose your old dad should get one as a pet too. Otherwise, how are you gonna hear me call you for dinner up there in the stars?
When it's time to eat, I'll come back on my own, Zilly. Anyway, gotta go. Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad.
It is her parents. She's so cute. She's so small.
Wait! Put on a coat at least. You'll catch a cold. I'm talking to you, young lady. You spoil that child, you know.
It's only my week a
Ever
little
since
bit.
that merchant ship arrived, she practically lives outside. Always going on about exploring the beyond one day, whatever that means.
Ah, let the kid do what makes her happy. Besides, we both know you're all bark and no bite. Come on, our little adventurer is gonna be hungry when she gets back. Let's get started on dinner.
Dinner? Oh, hi. Can we get this as like a pet? Can we? Hoyo, please? That would be really cute.
The stars shimmer high above. But what lies beyond the stars?
Well, what lies beyond the stars now is death and destruction. If last night's Myriad Celestia trailer is anything to go by, with you know, the anti-organic equation making a mess out of everything.
Mountains as far as the eye can see? An endless snowy plain? Or maybe buildings taller than the sky, like the people from the merchant ship said. I can't be the only one asking these questions. The universe is fascinating. If only I could meet some other people like me.
Bro.
We could set sail together and explore every corner of the world.
Young Skirk would have been elated to become a trailblazer.
I'm sick of being a kid. There's so many amazing things out there. and
She
I'm
should have
ready
been
to see them
IMO.
all.
It would have been great.
But
She would've
for
been happy,
now,
probably.
I'm starving. Better get back.
Little child. I feel like he's merging with something, alright. I don't think it's merging with the anti-organic equation, though. He's using it, at least as far as I can tell from his attacks, but I don't think he's merging with it. He's just able to control it now.
Don't let a single one of them get
He's
away!
merging with these Emperor Scepters, my bet.
Please!
Oh, so what is happening here now?
Stay back!
They're coming!
Where's my subtitles? Subtitles, mod check?
Eliminate the threat. Take them down.
Oh.
Don't be scared.
We'll
never make it! Fire. There's fire everywhere. What happened?
I told you we shouldn't have trusted these outsiders!
Well then. That's not great.
Why are you doing this? What did we do to deserve this? We welcomed you with our finest food and drink.
Skirk people.
You the best our home has
07.
to offer. Gifted you cloth dyed by our own hands. And this is how you treat us?
Why?
Run! Save yourselves!
Captain, Zone 3 is clear and we have Zone 2 surrounded.
Begin extermination. Remember the orders from upper command. No one is to be left alive.
Again, why?
Rest assured, sir. We have enough munitions to annihilate these savages and burn their entire civilization to the ground.
Again, why?
Good. The only ones who put up a real fight are that man and his wife, correct? What's their status?
I'm assuming those is Skirk's parents.
We shot the man in the ankles and the wife broke her wrist attempting to fight back. They won't be doing much more fighting. They're holed up in their home for now, but they won't last long.
Well then.
To prevent them from making some kind of last stand, we're planning to clear out the other zones first so we can send a bigger squadron to surround them.
Well, well. Turns out some of these beasts do know how to use their claws. Now the threat these savages pose will be undeniable.
Who are you are?
Let them cling to what's left of their lives for a little longer. Once the other zones are cleared, I'll cut off their heads myself.
Why? What threat could these people possibly pose to you, who seem to be absolutely destroying them with no effort whatsoever? Bro, is this 80s ADCI? When everything fell and went to hell?
Dad? Mom?
Well...
Skirk, you're alright?
I'm so happy to see you, sweet girl. But you need to go. It isn't safe here.
I
any second.
Don't think it's far-fetched, sure, considering Aventuring's past and Topaz's past as well. I don't think it's far-fetched at all.
What happened? You're bleeding a lot. Dad? Mom?
This is the place. Alert all units. Prepare to surround.
Run, Skirk! Run as far away as you can. Don't trust anyone. Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face, but we need you to survive. My clever girl, so curious. You're already so brave. I know you're going to grow up to be such a positive light in this world.
Whenever you miss us, just play this song.
Oh, is this about to be really depressing?
Remember, life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
Oh, it 100% is, isn't it?
Break down the door! Look what we have here.
Oh,
a savage that can pluck a tune. Well, the show's over.
Well...
You! Stop singing! Shut it! I said shut it or I'll make you! Fine. Have it your way!
There, Shrey. It's okay. What was it? Pain and depression. What else? Oh, what if I'm depressed, Toyo? It's Star Odyssey. What is Paimon in her hand? She just wanted to be a silly, goofy girl. And then that happened. And now she's here. That is such a pretty shot, though. I know this is really sad, but this is so pretty. I want to save it. Gimme. Yoinch. I don't care otherwise. Fair, valid.
Oh, you're awake?
Hi. How are you, Pookie Bear?
I found a few clues while you were asleep, but it's only a start. Now, time for the second stage of your training. This time, the focus is elemental energy. Come find me when you're ready to begin.
Are we not gonna talk about what we just saw? I guess not. I guess not.
Man, staying in the abyss feels so surreal, don't you think?
It's kind of insane, yeah.
No day and no night.
This
It's like
such a
time
cool
hardly
looking.
exists. If we weren't careful to keep track, it feels
It's
like
so
we'd have no idea
sick.
how long we've even been here.
Hold. Okay, cool.
Well, except for the fact that Paimon still gets hungry like clockwork.
Okay.
You go do your training. Paimon's gonna grab a bite.
Alrighty, goodbye, Paimon. I'm ready to start. Yep.
The way I see it, the pursuit of power is divided into 3 stages.
Oh?
The first is mastering the use of standard weapons. Next is learning how to harness natural energy. And after that, you're free to challenge even higher dimensions.
Sure.
The natural energy of Teyvat is, of course,
Mhm.
elemental energy.
Mhm.
But that's not my area of expertise. I draw from a different source of power.
The Abyssy.
Abyssal power,
Mhm.
yes. Also known as the power of the Void Realm.
So quantum energy from HSR. Isn't void literally void element literally a thing in Honkai Impact 3rd? Shrey, you're the expert here on the matter. Is that true or am I imagining things? Isn't void a thing in Honkai Impact 3rd? Like an element or like something? We could have had a void element. Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting.
My master, Sertologi, is a true expert in that area.
Sertologi mentioned?
After all, he was one of the group of 5 that infamously stole
The 5 sinners, yes,
all-encompassing
yes.
power of the Abyss. An act for which the people of Khaenri'ah gave them the epithet, the 5 Sinners. The elemental energy of Teyvat, on the other hand, is derived from the power of the Light
I
Realm.
see, sure.
These 2 forms of energy exist in direct opposition to each other. Suffice to say, there's not much I can teach you this time.
The Light Realm, and we know that the Logiston is the origin of the elements in Teyvat. Skirk. Hi Rex. Rex, have you done this, by the way? Slorp. We know Phlogiston is the origin of the elements. And is this now telling us the Light Realm... Okay, wait. If the elements are derived from the Light Realm, but we also know that Phlogiston is like the origin of the elements, what's the relation between the Light Realm and Phlogiston? Huh. Interesting. It almost seems related to Cryo in some way. Well,
A keen observation, traveler.
let's see. How is Genshin going to explain them not giving her Void element?
Call it respecting local norms. The Abyss stands
I
in direct
see.
conflict with the will of this world. So, to make my life easier, I disguise my power to make it appear cryo-like in nature.
Well...
It's a technique I learned from some Khaenri'ah ruins, known as the 7 Shifting Serpent. If you ever change your mind about delving into abyssal power, I can teach it to you.
That's why she... Like, her power is classified as the 7th Shifting Serpent, because that's a technique. Oh, that... Okay, that makes a lot more sense now, actually. Yeah, I purify abyssal power. I don't wield it.
So I've heard. You seem to
Demon
have a
Slayer,
knack for
huh?
removing abyssal power.
That I do.
But is purification really what's going on
It's
there?
not. It's rearranging,
Like I
actually.
said, power does not simply disappear.
No wonder if you were so pissed from Khaenri'ah. Yeah, the Heavenly Principles hated Khaenri'ah, bro. I've been saying since... Okay, bye, Rex. I've been saying since... like the beginning of Natlan, we're not purifying abyssal power. We're like rearranging the information that makes up abyssal power into just regular energy.
Just thinking out loud. Let's focus on your elemental training. That's what's gonna help us if the situation gets tricky. True growth comes from adversity, but only if you make the choice to pick yourself up again every time you fall. So, it's time to push yourself to the limit, and then keep pushing. This is the only way to advance at pace. Use the power of Animo to clear the field as fast as you can.
Are we gonna mix elements? Wait.
Windblade!
Oh, she said the thing, Windblade.
Windblade!
She's so subdued with it.
Observe your surroundings. Look for things you can use to tilt the scales of success.
Well,
in
that
your
didn't work.
favor.
Can you move over there? Come over here. Come. There you go.
Be gone!
See, I can use my brain. Never mind. Interesting.
Windblade!
I did not almost die. You saw nothing.
Use the power of Hydro to destroy the spikes.
We are mixing elements. When are we gonna be able to do this actually?
Don't give them a chance to strike you. You need to be quicker than you were in your dream. You can't afford another injury like that.
What if I just don't stop? Oh, never mind.
Go!
Come on. Am I?
Go!
The aim is off in this, by the way. It's like slightly to the left of the thing. It's not directly on it, which is annoying me. Nope. Nope.
Water jet!
Okay, not bad. Different element? Geo. Different element. Oh, okay. I'm gonna train them all at once like this. See, are we actually gonna be able to do this at some point? Mix and matching elements in real time?
You need to understand what makes you
Really,
special.
Shrey, your first time? We never used it once since we got it in Fontaine, really?
The ability to wield elemental energy without a vision and switch between the elements at will. It means your aspirations need no approval from the gods. Your power is not bound by the rules of this world, so be bold. Do not be afraid to chart your own
She
path.
said, be not afraid. Tough as a stone, nimble as lightning, flourishing the foliage. I don't think I've once used Electro Traveler, I will say that. And for the power of the elements flowing through me, sometimes as powerful as a flowing stream, other times surging like a raging river. If I close my eyes, I can almost hear the voices, but it's not like some wild beast battling for dominion. It's more like saying hello to an old friend. Mix and match elements? Nope. They could use like the wheel thingy. She might be Neuvillette.
It seems you've reached a deeper level of connection with the elements.
How long has it been this time? I'm exhausted.
Long enough for you to lose yourself in your training, which is a good sign. Relentless practice with the elements has drained all your strength, but it's also what allowed you to make progress. Get some rest. When you wake up, we'll proceed to the final stage of your training.
Cool, I'm gonna get another Skirk flashback? Probably. Okay, I believe we're back. We should be fine now. Just refresh your browser, we should be fine again. I think. Are we gonna see Skirk's memories again? Or no? Yep, we are back again. Hi. And you are? She has a little, like, wing thingies that Skirk has on her back. Just floated away. What is it doing in Skirk's inner world, and where is it taking me this time? More of her memories? I know this place is like gray and bleak and dark, but it's very pretty. Ow.
What is the secret to power?
Oh. Hi. Is this him?
Longing. Hatred. Self-preservation.
Huh. Fear.
No. It is fear. The fear of losing those you love. The fear of watching your home burn. Fear of loneliness. Fear of death.
Somehow he sounds exactly what I expected him to sound like. I don't know how to explain it.
Fear is the source of evolution. It forces humanity to adapt to their environment and overcome hardship. It is in the process of prevailing over our fears that we surpassed first ourselves and then the rest of the world.
Yes, but also no.
That fear is now part of you. It calls on you to evolve. And it is time to answer.
She's just a little guy. Well, isn't that depressing? Well, it just keeps getting worse. Cool. Yes, okay.
Any minute spent missing home is a minute wasted. Practice your sword work instead. Do not make me tell you twice.
Now my question is, how did he come to find her?
But, Master, I can barely lift the sword anymore. If I keep going, I feel like my wrist is going to break.
So it has not broken yet.
I don't like where this is going.
Then pick up your sword and keep practicing until it breaks.
Oh.
I want to hear the cracking and splintering of bone.
Oh.
After all, bones can always be reset.
Yeah, but that's not ideal. Well then. Hoyo, try not to make a depressing update. Challenge impossible. Ow.
Good Skirk. Once again, you survived. How do you feel?
Cold and pain.
These are signs that you are adapting to the abyss.
Is it?
Each time the flesh is torn and the spirit crushed.
Me too, Shuri. Me too.
Time you claw back from the brink of death, you become stronger.
Like, I already didn't like any of the 5 sinners. Because as little as we know about them, the things we do know about a few of them, they're pretty bad, right? And this is not helping their case.
I now understand why these people sought to destroy your homeland. Your potential goes beyond even what I could have anticipated. But you still have much to learn in your pursuit of strength. Your mind
Bro is going off on this little like monologue while Skirk is literally dying in front of him.
I shall show no mercy in your training.
You were showing mercy before? My guy.
You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self that makes you weak. And become master over your physical form. Get up, Skirk. Wipe the blood off your face. Cut away the rotten parts of your flesh.
Well,
and mend what is broken. Then take up your sword.
Yes, Master.
She was just a little guy, man. The room is over, but I can't get that suffocating, oppressive feeling out of my head. That's Sertology for you. Where does she come from? What has she been through? A lot, apparently.
You're up! Hopefully you got some good rest. Skirk said to tell you that she's ready to start the final stage of your training whenever you are. So, wanna head over now? Or did you wanna wait a little?
Ajax had to chill. Bro, she literally, she broke generational trauma. I need to find a chance to talk to her. Yeah. I feel like I don't think she knows we have been able to see into her mind while she is in our mind. That's an interesting loading screen. Hi. Hi, Skirk.
From your training so far, you have gained better command of the sword and more control over your elemental abilities.
It is all thanks to your guidance.
That's only part of it. Experience is the real teacher. Your journey, the friends you have made, the dangers you have faced. These have taught you more than I ever could.
Remember how at the beginning of the game we couldn't we were getting rocked by just one hydro slime, and now we are out here fighting the literal embodiment of the abyss using the corroded body of the dead pyro dragon we survived.
Now, it's time to focus on how you react under pressure. You must be able to think rationally, even in unpredictable combat situations. To simulate this,
parrying.
I'm going to attack, and
Basically.
you're going to block. Ready?
Yes. Give me your worst. That's not...
Not bad. That defensive stance looks near unbreakable.
Look at her sword, dude.
Just like your brother. Oh, that reminds me. You still don't know what happened to him.
What do you mean, just like your brother? Also, no. Do you? Oh.
Hey, no fair! That's cheating!
No fair, she says, bro.
You think every opponent has the same moral code as you? You can denounce their deplorable methods all you want. But only if you live to tell the tale. The dead don't get to complain.
I mean, she has a point,
Strong
but does she...
emotions will always
Was that
arise
a
in
bait,
combat.
or does she actually know something?
Anxiety, anger, fear. But a true warrior is never at their whim. Only when you are free from the influence of emotion can you make the right choice, no matter the situation.
Are you describing yourself by any chance?
How amusing. Almost sounds like you think you know me.
Who's gonna tell her?
But you don't. You can choose your own path. We are not the same.
We are not the same.
Let's begin. Try to use reason over emotion. Make the most rational and advantageous decision in any given moment. This is your final training session. Look alive. Same drill as before, but this time I'm going to interfere. Hold your focus.
Go!
Oh, are those her attacks?
Water jet!
Yoink, give me that.
Go! Duh. Go!
Nope. Is there more?
Ha!
Nope, that's it. Never mind, there are more.
Ha!
That's 2-4. Oh, hello.
Go! Duh.
Oh, that's not a deal. Excuse me.
Go!
Ow.
Not bad. Better than I expected.
Is it? I got kinda cooked. It's not easy to control my emotions. The battle is overwhelming, but if I can just focus all my attention on what my opponent is doing, and how I should respond. It's almost like my emotions take a back seat.
You're getting the hang of it. The first step to controlling your emotions is controlling your mind. You want a unified train of thought. It all comes down to focus.
Focus on the battle. I love that she's no longer using dual blade. She has evolved permanently to a prototype Rancor. I think it's working. I can choose to tune out anything that isn't relevant to the battle, but I think I'm still pretty far from having full control over my emotions. Hi.
Your mind is rife with distractions. From now on, I shall show no mercy in your training.
Well...
You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self that makes you weak. And become master over your physical form.
She went through this kind of training too, didn't she? How merciless does the training have to be to make someone associate all their emotions for a pure reason? Pretty bad, is my guess.
Stop. Let's pause here. One look, and I can tell your mind has wandered.
Yeah, but you don't know where it has wandered off to. It's wandered off to you.
That's to be expected. There's a limit to how long a human being can concentrate on one thing. Staying calm and focused sounds simple in theory, but in practice, it's more demanding than sword work or elemental abilities.
Not have stopped, all the emotion I was suppressing are rushing back to the surface. Pain, exhaustion, frustration, doubt. But exhaustion is the main one. I feel like I could fall asleep on the spot.
Get some rest. No point training further if you're already dead on your feet. Like I said at the beginning, the only goal of this training is for you to reach a point that you're satisfied with. You managed to push past your limits, which is a good start. You can be proud of that and sleep well knowing that you've earned it.
Is that a... Wait. Ah, I still don't have enough. Wait. I don't have enough.
Warriors will train day and night to perfect their skills. But when the battle comes, their fate may be decided in a matter of minutes. One mistake, one moment of hesitation, and just like that, all their blood, sweat, and tears were for nothing. You need to push yourself to perfection, or you might not even live to regret it.
Well, that's cheery and nice, and not ominous at all. Give me a yoink. Let's see part 3 of Skirk's past, shall we? What depression are we gonna face now? God, it's so bright and it takes so long to go away. Genshin, can you start using black screens instead of white screens, please? It looks like I'm back in Skirk's inner world, yep. No creatures this time, but I think I can navigate the space on my own, even without it here to guide me. I don't know how to leave, so I'm stuck here until I wake up. Can hurt to take a look around while I wait. Fair enough. Well, hello, shadowy figures.
Skirk is amazing. She faced down that terrifying giant and cut its head clean off.
Oh, she got hurt though, didn't she? I heard it was pretty bad.
Yeah, well, that's a given. But the moment she was on the mend, she got right back to practicing her sword work. I heard Master suffered a grave injury once too.
Oh, these are just Telogi's followers.
Still came back stronger than ever. Skirk's becoming more like him by the day.
I don't think she likes that
Incredible
comparison.
I wonder if I'll ever reach their level.
Nope.
They're always so
That's a no.
resolute, so unshakable.
Hi girl, you probably are an NPC. There's no way you're reaching Skirk level of strength. Much less your Telogi. Hi!
Pathetic. You're not even trying. You're so much weaker than you think.
Well...
Skirk, have you become a positive light in this world?
Ooh, owie.
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire?
How many bodies were left to rot on the scorched earth? Yet you alone live on.
That's not her fault, though.
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't deserve to rest.
Well, that's just mean.
I have so many questions. I just want to jump in a spaceship, explore the whole universe, and get answers from the stars. I just need to wait till I'm grown up. Then I can do anything.
Yeah, that sucks. That's so sad, actually. It's just
now,
a little guy.
You must bid farewell to who you were in the past and become someone stronger.
Run, Skirk, run! Only death awaits us here. Keep running, and don't ever look back.
Whoa. Do we run? Oh, we don't.
Let's see here. First things first, you need a new identity.
Hi, Alice.
Going around telling people you're from somewhere beyond the stars won't do, now will it? How about saying you hail from beneath the earth instead?
There's only one place from beneath the earth, isn't there?
As the Khaenri'ah saying goes, venturing out into the universe and down into the abyss are the same in that both are braving the dark unknown.
Well,
I'm a visitor on this planet, so I'll follow the rules.
Ah, splendid. That saves me quite a bit of trouble. Let me offer you a piece of advice in return, although it might not be what you want to hear. I know the pursuit of strength is important to you, but taking a moment for yourself every once in a while is never a bad idea. Ignore her existence for too long.
Her?
There will come a day when you can no longer hear her voice.
Does she mean her inner self? Or who? So her and Alice are like friends-ish in a way? Food. From where? Wakey wakey. I hear the crackling of a fire in the distance and there's a fragrant aroma in the air. Grilled meat.
You're awake!
There she is.
You
Hi.
were starving, right? Ta-da! A barbecue feast just for you.
I'm a little hungry.
Of course you are. That's why Skirk and Paimon got this all ready for you. Dig in before it gets cold.
That's your best friends now?
Ah, well, if you're around someone long enough, it's bound to happen. Plus, Skirk can cook.
Oh my god, she can cook.
Paimon decided she can forget the whole Ice Queen thing. Paimon's not one to hold a grudge.
Look at her smug face.
Here's an idea. Let's save the chit-chat until after the meal.
Sure. You'll dig in and make quick work of the food.
So full. Okay, it's Paimon's turn to sleep now.
Bro, eats
Wake
and
her up when
sleeps.
it's time to go.
That's all that she's been doing. Hi,
I have good
Dryden.
news.
Oh?
First, your training is complete. You have what it takes to wield immense power.
Oh, yippee.
Now it's just a matter of putting it into practice. Continue to learn from your journey and hone your skills against formidable opponents. Second, I've located the culprit we've been searching for.
Ooh.
Next, we just need to retrieve the missing part of your soul, and our business will be concluded.
Well, that was fast.
When Ajax trained with me, he once told me he was bursting with questions. So I allowed him to ask me 3 of them before he left.
You mean before you yeeted him out of the abyss?
You and I may never meet again, traveler.
I
So
doubt
if there's
it.
anything you want to ask me, now's your opportunity. Just like Ajax, I'll answer 3 of your questions.
After spending time in Skirk's underworld witnessing her memories, there are so many questions I could ask, but the most important one is... Are you really from Teyvat? No, she's not.
Okay, not the angle I was expecting. What makes you ask that?
I didn't tell you earlier, but while we were dream mirroring, I think I saw your memories. Yeah, oopsies. This is the first time I've seen Skirk break her composure. I guess this really took her by surprise.
I knew that was a possible side effect. Closed off my mind to you for that exact reason. Even with the dream mirroring, you should have seen nothing but endless darkness.
Well, that's not quite what we saw. You didn't share those memories on purpose, and in fact, she tried her best to keep them from me. Speaking of endless darkness, on my first time here, there was all I saw until the strange creature appeared.
Whatever. Must have been a flaw in my execution. I shouldn't be too
Alright, thank you, Trident, and bye.
Due to some recent circumstances, my self-control has been lacking as of late.
Has it now?
Since you've seen what you've seen, there's no reason to hide the truth. All I ask is that you keep it a secret.
Don't worry, I got you.
No, I'm not from Teyvat. I'm from a different planet. And there was a time when I journeyed through the stars. Not like you in some ways.
Interesting. You're also a descender? No, she's not.
No, we're different in that respect. You're influencing the fate of this world. But me, I'm just passing through.
That's an interesting thing. We are influencing the fate of this world.
Several hundred years ago, my master, Logi, opened the border between worlds and sent me here. But this is not my home. And one day, I'll return to the vast unknown of space. So, there you have it. On to your second question.
Do you get to pick? Or no? We don't. What is your goal in coming here?
To become stronger.
Oh,
For
fair enough.
certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly as possible. But first, I need to understand the source of his strength. To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps. Walk the path he once walked. And somewhere along the way, I'll find out how to defeat him.
So...
That is my sole focus
Wait,
and purpose.
Isn't Dainsleif's goal also defeating the Five Sinners? Why don't you two work together? You would be literally unstoppable, no?
Okay. You have
From
one question
her trailer,
remaining.
it looked like him and her were like at odds. Her goal is to defeat the Foul. I can hear how serious this is for her. I wonder what those certain reasons could be. Given how quickly she blazed through the Nazar that she wants to talk about it. I have one question left. What should I ask?
You make it sound so easy.
Oh, hi, child.
Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk and that unknown abyss. But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing.
Meanwhile, here we are. Maybe I should take this opportunity to get child some answers. That's rather nice.
Well, your last question?
No, child is looking for you, right? Are you going to let him see you? Nope.
His situation is different than yours. Before you ever crossed paths with me, you'd already encountered many formidable people, studied their techniques, and developed your own skill set. So, during your training, all I had to do was build upon that foundation. But Ajax was so young when he came to me. A complete blank canvas.
He was a literal child.
Children can't help but imitate their role models. In the long run, that would only hinder his growth. Once Ajax has enough strength in his own right, I will allow us to meet again.
I see.
Until then, let that motivate him to reach his full potential.
So there's more? Those are common calculated answers. Like she was talking about something entirely mundane. I don't know why, but I'm not buying it. She makes it sound like the decision has everything to do with child, nothing to do with her. But what does she actually feel about it? The abyss is completely silent. The domain must get lonely after a while. Not to mention, she said it's been hundreds of years since she arrived in Teyvat, and even longer than that if you count for how slowly time passes in here. Yeah, I guess that's true.
Unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connection with the world. The weak and the lowly have no right to remember me. They're lucky they only have a few missing memories to show for it.
And all that time, she never established a connection with this world. Was it really just because she looks down on the weak? I don't think so. I thought she'd give me a straight answer if I asked. Besides, I already used my 3 questions. She was happy to give me cold, hard facts, but I still feel like I haven't heard her true voice.
Wake up your companion. It's time to go.
Oh,
and everything I just told you. Best keep it a secret from her as well.
Why? Wait, hold on. Why? Does she know? Wait. What does she know about Paimon that we don't?
Oh, finally. Where are we headed?
Just follow me. I'll open an abyssal rift close to the culprit's location. It will take us to where he's hiding.
Interesting.
Wait. This is near the chasm, right?
Just a bit.
Yes. If we enter from here, we'll be able to reach that place from your dream.
Oh.
You have some experience with abyssal domains by now, but still, this is someone else's territory. Best to proceed with caution.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't worry. Paimon's an expert at hiding behind other people for safety.
This is very true.
Oh, but, that means you need to stay safe, traveler.
I will.
All right. Remember your training. Time to put it to use.
Where? There. These drifts are so cool. They're so pretty. Are you gonna get to fight? Whoever this is? Well, hello there. And hello, music.
Yeah! Wipe out!
Hydro Traveler, really? Oh.
Water jet!
Merciless.
I guess for whatchamacallit. Free Skirk. Is this my Hydro Traveler? No, it's not. Is it? Ow. Completely forgot how to play Skirk. Ah, it's fine. You missed. Oh, she has her signature. Wait. Of course. Of course, it's in our C3. Oh, this sword is so cool. It has her cry all out. Yeah. I guess that's why.
I'm just gonna float behind you. Come on, you got this.
I guess. I did it bad again.
Annihilate. Bombs away!
Hey, what are you two doing here?
That's not a deal. Oh! Okay, break their shield with this.
An abandoned house. Let's press on.
The answer is no. That was a mistake.
Wipe out! Go!
Oh. So that's how her burst looks like from a co-op perspective. That's pretty cool. I will say, playing Skirk with only one other teammate feels kind of clunky. Not the best showcase for her. But it's fine, I guess. Well, this looks interesting.
Oh, looks like this is a dead end. Did we make it to his hiding place?
Oh, she looks so cool.
Ugh, this fog is making it impossible to see anything.
She's so pretty.
This should be the place where you were attacked, traveler. The missing part of your soul should be nearby.
Oh.
Can you sense where it is?
Can I? I close my eyes and focus on the light that came from my wound back then. I can sense something and it's nearby, but I can't tell exactly the location. Well, not exactly, but I know it's nearby.
Our opponent must have covered his tracks just in case. Otherwise, you should have sensed it much more strongly.
Oh, hello.
Hold on! Look! The spikes are back!
Stay calm. Let's hold back a little. Give our enemy some wiggle room so we can see what we're dealing with. If you're too reckless, we might be playing right into his hands.
I mean, she's with us, so I'm sure we'll be fine.
Our enemy took part of your soul for a reason. It's likely he integrated it into his attack somehow. If we're smart about this, we can track it down.
I see. So do we just dodge? Well, easy enough. Well, that's not great. Heat-seeking spikes? Oh, they're following her. Not us. Yeah, they're all following her.
From the start, the attacks have been focused on me. Trying to break through my defenses? I see.
She's so pretty. Shield, hello? Oh, there it is. That's my soul. And she's just fine? Oh, slay, okay. The thing was nothing to her, apparently. Pulled it out like nothing. And that's the piece of my soul? Yeah, there we go.
There.
All better now.
I got it back.
That walks away.
Traveler! Skirk!
She's fine.
What happened? It looked like Skirk just got...
Or is she?
In the Gwali Plains. You asked me why this enemy chose you as his target. Now, the answer is clear. It's not just the fact that your strength is impressive. It's also because of your ability to, as you put it, purify abyssal power.
Huh.
Whatever that actually means. The fact is, that ability allowed him to do something that should have been completely impossible.
Which was?
Namely, break through my defenses and steal my power.
Oh, so you were his real target. He was after you from the very beginning.
No. He couldn't have known I'd come to his domain. He only stole your soul fragment because he knew the value of its power. I doubt he expected it to come in handy so soon. Call it fate if you want.
Fate this, fate that, fate's everything.
For arbitrary coincidences like this.
Arbitrary coincidences is crazy.
In any case, it works to our advantage. Once I realized what he was using that power for, it gave me the chance to get back what you lost.
But you?
I'll cope.
Me, when I saw No Dunhung in the 3.4 livestream, and all I keep seeing is people saying he's probably dead. This is me.
Well, done.
This is literally me.
Good. Time to answer some questions.
I'll cope.
How did you get the power of the all-devouring narwhal?
Oh.
The all-devouring narwhal? Oh, of course. Paimon knew that spike thing
that's
looked
what
familiar.
it was.
It looks just like that narwhal's horn.
I highly doubt you acquired that power through your own strength. Tell me I'm wrong. You're desperate enough to scour the land
Who's she
for
talking
god
to?
remains and whatever vestiges of power you can find. That alone proves you wouldn't be able to defeat a creature like that. Which leaves one possibility. You know my master, the Foul, Sertologi.
But who is she talking to? Who are you?
Dares call him foul?
Well, someone's mad.
What's wrong? Bit off more power than you can chew? You're struggling to hold a basic conversation.
Just a little longer.
Who are you? Ah, well then.
It's back!
Those obsessed with power will let it devour them before abandoning their pursuit.
What should we do now?
Keep calm and use reason to decide the best course of action.
She was stabbed by one of those spies while shooting the ruin of my soul, and in the process, some of her power was stolen. Bluebird is hiding somewhere beyond the fog. If I have a good understanding of his attack pattern from the first fight just now, if we pursue him, our chances of winning are high. But Skirk's breathing is weaker than usual. If we attack now, I can guarantee her or Paimon's safety. It's a hard decision to make, but I think we should get out of here, yeah.
Wise decision. Final victory doesn't always come after a single battle. You've
True.
got your soul fragment back, so we both got what we came for. Let the enemy draw breath while he can. It won't be for long.
Oh, okay.
Get us out of here, Traveler. You'll need to lead the way this time.
Can I? I can, apparently. Ow.
Skirk, is your shoulder gonna be okay?
The wound is minor. It'll heal in no time. You should focus on
Shoot.
getting out of here alive instead.
No. Oh, wait. That's a big one. I have no stamina. That's not ideal. There's no way. Dude, if they're gonna make me do this with Hydra Traveler, at least give me more stamina or make her better. Oh.
Watch out! Looks like this place is about to collapse!
Well, I can't. Brother.
Water jet! So, this guy's power has something to do with the all-devouring narwhal. Did you know that all along, Skirk?
I had my suspicions. That's why I decided to investigate in the first place. But suspicions only get you so far. I needed to verify it for myself.
Nothing sussy about this domain. Oh. Well. Let's just... You saw nothing. I did not fall.
Phew. Oh, we should be safe here, right?
I no longer sense his presence. Can't have followed us out of that abyssal domain. Weaklings like him will find that my power is not so easily controlled. He won't be leaving that place until he's managed to digest it.
All-devouring narwhal. With his power, he even managed to steal from you all... From me of all people.
You seem surprised.
Well, yeah.
I suppose that's fair. You've seen but a fraction of what that whale is capable of. That gaping maw could swallow a planet whole. It's called the all-devouring narwhal for a reason. Devouring is what it does best.
Fair enough.
It can extract power from anything, dead or alive, as long as it manages to make physical contact.
Yeah. When we had our run-in with that thing, Nervalette mentioned that it has an instinct to devour.
Oh my god, new Paimon actually says Nervalette, no Nervalette. Oh, praise this new VA, bro. She actually said it right.
Your dragon friend recognized the nature of its abilities. And
Your
used the power of
dragon
Hydra to protect you.
friend.
That worked because it was in a satiated state, so it was somewhat less aggressive than usual.
She said, your dragon friend. Okay, bro.
It's a different story when it has no more power to feed off of. That's when its true voracious nature kicks in. It could devour everything on the planet in that state, which is why I cast it into that void space. But I hadn't counted on there being anyone left on this planet capable of wielding its power. To me, that says he must have encountered the whale a long time ago. Meaning, he must have known my master.
Hear you say the fowl definitely got a reaction out of him. Yeah, that's true.
Exactly. It told me everything I needed
Voracious,
to
you know,
know.
veracity? No,
Hence
that's
why I said
Ika,
we
Shrey.
both got what we came for.
That's Ika.
And I believe that brings our transaction to an end. Now that you're whole again, you can get back to your own journey. I'll handle the rest of this situation myself.
No way! We can't leave now! Something was stolen from you because of us!
Yeah, Shrey, exactly.
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power. When you fall, you get back up again and become stronger. That's how it is.
Okay, sure, pop off, Queen.
But what if that monster finds you before you're all better? Plus, how are you gonna get home? It's not like you can just go swoosh and open a door to the abyss again. Not without your full strength. So, Sticking with us for the time being doesn't sound so bad, does it?
It's not out of pity. You said I don't want to be your dad. Well, I still am. True.
Fair enough. Then take this.
Oh?
What is it?
A bag of Mora.
Oh.
Nothing in this world is free.
Okay,
I know
bro.
that much. I'll leave the planning to you. Hurry up and decide where to go. We shouldn't linger.
Are we
should
actually?
Take Skirk somewhere she can rest.
Oh.
But where?
Well then.
Paimon gets the feeling Skirk wouldn't like being around a lot of people.
Oh my god, look at this. That's so cool.
Baishu said we could rest in the back room of the pharmacy, didn't he? Let's head there.
The two Skirks. Two different versions of her. That's so cool, actually.
Huh. This bag from Skirk has a ton of Mora in it. Does she have a job or something? Wait, no. After what we saw at Wamin Restaurant, that seems impossible. Can you imagine? I'll be collecting my paycheck now, boss.
Boss is gonna be like, and you are?
Oh, sure thing. Wait, who are you? Have we met? Can't hold
That's
a
funny
job
to
if
think
you make
about.
everyone forget about you. So, what did you do to get all this Mora?
Dude, I actually love the new VA so much. It's so good.
Claimed some buried treasure, took care of a few monsters that were causing trouble. Nothing untoward. It's safe to use.
She overheard everything.
You heard all that?
Of course she did.
A sonorous voice like yours is hard to miss.
Just called her
I wouldn't
loud.
be surprised if the sound of it traveled to the nearest mountaintop.
Okay, that's just mean.
Then, did you by chance happen to hear Paimon's little, joke earlier?
You mean when you called me Frosty the Lavender Melon?
Well, Paimon's whispering needs some work.
No. Sorry. Paimon totally misspoke just now. She didn't say that at all. It was, a Paimon lookalike. Yeah, she's a
She's
piece of
looking
work,
at
that
us.
one. Always impersonating Paimon and giving people weird nicknames.
Well...
Okay, fine. The truth is, Paimon didn't like you all that much at the start. But things are different now. You helped the Traveler in a big way, so... What do you say?
Friends?
Friends?
Oh, okay. My bad.
I noticed there was only one bed. Go ahead and get some rest.
Wait, what about you?
I don't get tired, and I don't need rest. I'm going to practice my sword work. That should help me regain some strength.
But your shoulder... Hey, don't just leave!
And she's gone.
Whatever. Let her tire herself out. She'll come back eventually.
In a few months.
Let's get some sleep, Traveler. That comfy bed is calling, Paimon.
Skirk is stubborn. Even if I tried to convince her to take it easy, I doubt she'd listen. Paimon is just asleep in 2 seconds. That is insane. Paimon's right. Skirk will stop and take a break when she gets tired. I hope. I just need to get some sleep. No, I should just get some sleep. Oh, I hear that. Is that her? Oh, there she is. Are you okay? Wakey wakey. She's acting like she didn't just get stabbed in the shoulder. Something seems off with her though.
Quiet.
Who's she talking to? There's no one around. Oh, Nightmare? Probably.
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire? How many bodies were left to rot on the scorched earth? Yet you alone live on.
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't deserve to rest.
Run, Skirk. Run! Only death awaits us here. Keep running, and don't ever look back.
Huh. In that dream I witnessed, her was staying alone, but there were disembodied voices talking to her. One of them mentioned the fire. I wonder what happened exactly. If only she could just talk to us. Is the smell of the tea gonna help her, maybe?
Getting an early night's sleep is the best. That bed was so comfy. Wait, Skirk? Have you been sitting out here the whole night? The bed's all yours if you want it.
Cover your strength yet?
About 60%. Maybe 70.
Well, that was fast.
Whew! Paimon thought it would take at least a couple of days. That was fast.
That's what I said.
No. Not fast enough.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
That's 20% less than last time. Same training regimen, same intensity. Nothing felt different. But somehow, the outcome fell short.
Maybe it's because of the spike that stabbed you?
No. I think the problem's with me.
Oh.
I need to meditate for the next 2 days. Deep introspection should help me find the issue.
Ooh, sounds intense. We'll watch over you in the meantime, then.
Thanks. See you in 2 days.
See you in 2 days. Don't make me wait 2 days manually. Don't make me do it. Thank you. Oh, so that's what she's doing in that idol? She's meditating? That's cool, actually. That's pretty neat.
Morning! Skirk is still meditating, huh? It's been 2 days already. Shouldn't she be awake by now?
Maybe it's not going too well?
Paimon can't think of anything we can do to help. Oh, wait! Breakfast! That's it! Paimon will go get breakfast! Skirk is gonna be starving when she wakes up. Be right back.
Okay, bye Paimon. Something's gonna happen as soon as she leaves, I know it. Or we're gonna do something. Look, she really is asleep. Well, that didn't sound great. Oh, the thing's going off. Oh, hi! You again. What are you doing here? That is... Oh. Hi. Huh? Ooh. Where am I exactly? This place looks cool. Towering cliffs, withered trees, and a strange river flowing from the horizon all the way here, but it's broken up several times along the way, with a waterfall at each breakpoint. Closer inspection, the color of the water is changing. The closer I get to the lower portion, the darker it becomes, almost as if the abyss is corrupting it.
This is Skirk's inner world.
Oh.
Think of it as the threshold between the soul and dreams. This isn't your first time here, but what you remember is probably a space covered in darkness. I only managed to illuminate a small portion for you back then.
So you can speak.
Actually, it's my first time talking to someone like this.
Never mind.
I only managed to break free and bring you here because the injury weakened her power. I guess that's why I can speak again, too.
And you are?
Fate, if you want. I think that's the word they use in this world for lucky coincidences like this, right?
Nothing's a coincidence in Tibet, though.
Now, before I take you to her, I gotta ask. You're the first outside visitor to ever come here, so what's your impression of this place?
Why are there so many cliffs and waterfalls?
Oh, you noticed.
Hard not to.
This river represents Skirk's strength. Strength accumulates over time. It is the summation of a person's lived experience. So this river is where all the fragments of Skirk's life should converge into a single stream of memories and emotions, flowing forward as one. But as you can see, this river has been severed numerous times. It's because Skirk doesn't like who she was in the past. And all she sees reflected in the river is a disgraceful shadow of who she was. She cuts through water and rock with the sword of reason, severs her connection with the past, and begins anew.
Sword of reason, huh? That reminds me of something.
You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self that makes you weak, and become master over your physical form.
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power. When you fall, you get back up again and become stronger. That's how it is.
So it was Sertology who taught Skirk had to replace all emotion with reason. Yeah, who else would it have been? There's a constant process of abandoning, refuting, and erasing her past self. I suppose that's The secret of her strengths? This is just a sad thing to think about. What else has she been through? Why does it have to be this way?
The answer to one mystery invites another question, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Let's follow the river upstream. There among the cliffs, among the memories etched into her heart, lies the truth of it all.
Soon you'll understand everything. Oh, hello. Hi. You're so cute. I'm not gonna have to fight. It's just me. Ow, why? Ooh. Oh. Hi. I recognize the drawing on the sand. Yeah. This is the picture I drew for Paimon. Why is it showing up in Skirk's memories? Are we gonna get an answer as to why she is seeing this?
I've always thought that, even when falling leaves don't come from the same tree, they can still form bonds of kinship when they meet, like meteors. You both made a journey through the stars. Both travelers who have landed on a planet that is not your home. Yet, when she first noticed your presence, although she hesitated for a moment, she still chose to walk away, indifferent as ever.
Why? But think about it, it's not surprising at all. After what happened at One Man Restaurant, it's obvious she prefers to disappear from other people's lives. Yeah, this is true. She hasn't seen Child in years either. I doubt she's ever made connection with this world of her own volition. What I'm seeing now is a microcosm of her entire life. Ow.
Seems like you've answered your own question. Skirk sees herself as a trespasser in this world. She's made a conscious choice to avoid altering its path. But the reason for that decision stems from events much earlier on in her life.
Oh?
Let's keep going. It's still a long way to the source of the river.
What are we gonna find? This place is so pretty, though. She's so speedy, look at her. Again, why white screens?
You now have what it takes to wield immense power.
Hi.
From this day forth, I shall teach you no more. No one can become a worthy warrior through imitation alone. I have given you fangs and claws.
And also trauma.
Now, you must learn to hunt.
You wish me to travel the world beyond on my own, Master?
Indeed. Make new friends. Embark on your own journey. And piece together a new future from the shattered remnants of your past. We will still have contact through the abyss. But know this. One day, I will take the life you worked so hard to rebuild and reduce it to ashes. Just like the fire that haunts your mind.
Hold on, I need to check something. Give me 1 second. Is this not literally one and the same? If this is Surtology, does that mean we've been literally fighting him every time we fight the Narwhal? That is the same. That is 1 for 1. Have we been fighting him all along without even realizing? Like, actually? No shot.
Why do you do that?
I have told you before. Fear is the catalyst for human evolution. You have tasted loss. You have known fear. So deep, it can be felt in the bones. But as living beings, we all have an instinct to detach from that which harms us.
Is this why she's refused to form any connections whatsoever?
And the acrid taste of fear becomes but a distant memory.
So when everything just gets destroyed and she doesn't feel any pain from it?
Yet now, I have bestowed upon you the gift of fear eternal.
Gift, he calls it. That's crazy.
It will drown you in the nightmare of your childhood. Or it shall drive you to defeat me, whatever the cost.
The The very next to Skirk looks familiar, right? Isn't for yeah. Okay, she is even saying it herself.
That is what Skirk's master, the foul, Sertology, looked like at one point in time.
One point in time?
Of course. As a higher being, physical form is a triviality to him.
Sure, okay.
He could appear as a beast, a human, or even a monster that defies
You're so
description.
cute.
The form you see
I want a
him
plushie
in
of you.
here, clad in abyssal armor, is the one he usually wears when traveling through the stars.
Used to think Sertology and Skirk were just master and disciple, like Skirk and Child. Nope. Now I see why Skirk chose to distance herself from humanity. Sertology told her to put down roots here, while at the same time threatening to destroy whatever life she managed to create.
For certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly
And
as
now
possible.
we know.
But first, I need to understand the source of his strength. To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps, walk the path he once walked, and somewhere along the way, I'll find out how to defeat him. That is my sole focus and purpose.
So what she meant, but I still don't understand why Sertology would do that. From what he said, I didn't pick up on a conflict between them.
I'll let you in on a little secret. The real Sertology is terrifying.
Is he now?
The scope of his power is impossible to understand until you experience it firsthand.
Absolute.
It is absolute. The power to crush all things.
She says this, and I think it's safe to assume all the 5 sinners are in the similar power frame.
Shall we keep going?
Yes. I mean, we know Ryan daughter, she's also one of the 5 sinners, and she is scary strong. She ate the shade of life, like... But damn. I love this song. Ow. Oh, look, it's a little baby. She was just a kid.
We've made it quite a ways already. This is Skirk, when she first began training under Sertology.
I have set your broken wrist.
Well...
Tomorrow, you're to train twice as hard.
Maybe Celestia was right to rank you listeners. You know what, dude? With every passing update, I keep thinking maybe Celestia's not that bad.
No tears this time. Good. Attempting to garner sympathy through tears is a habit of the weak. A pitiful, useless ploy.
Or maybe it just hurts because she just broke her wrist and she is a child.
Can I ask a question, Master? Why did you save me? I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died. I wouldn't be haunted by that fire all the time. I wouldn't have to go on like this.
Now, where have I heard something like this before? If only I had died in that fire too. I have played these games before, Hoyo. You can't fool me.
I saved you because I have a plan for you.
Hello there.
It has been too long since I fought a battle that demanded my full strength, and I hunger for it. Every so-called genius and prodigy I have faced has crumbled like sand underfoot. Before me, even fate bends the knee. So, I will teach you everything I know. Train you by whatever means necessary, in the hope that one day, you might surprise me.
Or kill him, you know.
But I don't want to draw my sword against you, Master.
That's crazy that she's saying this after all she's been put through by him.
What you want matters little. Among the boundless sea of stars, the cries of the weak are but faint murmurs that disappear into the void. You of all people know that well.
Yes, Master.
From that day forward, all she knew was grueling training, emptiness, and fatigue. After some time, her talent bloomed, and she gained control over her emotions, like her master. How should I put it? It was not that human emotion disappeared from her heart, but that reason came to dictate all she was allowed to feel. I suppose it was at this point that
I mean,
she
I
became the Skirk
guess.
you know today.
I guess. So Loki saved Skirk from a disaster when she was a child and never even tried to hide his ulterior motive. Okay, but what if he is the one behind the disaster? And he just never told her? I suppose that leaves one final mystery. What really happened with the disaster back then? Yeah, I feel like it was him. Loki's final words to Skirk were cold and cruel, but Skirk's reaction made it seem like it was a truth she knew all too well. I have a feeling it all comes back to what happened back then.
We're nearly there. I almost don't want to reach the end. Well, shall we? This is the final stretch.
Final stretch. It's much brighter up here compared to down there. So much prettier. Can I climb up? Never mind. Oh, look at her. She's just a little girl.
Memories.
She's just a baby, man.
What a simple and
Look at
carefree
her.
time it was. Wisps of clouds dotted the sky. The
This thing's like
sun
in my
bathed
face.
everything in golden light. And when song filled the air, not even the shyest of flowers could resist swaying along. This is Skirk's homeland. She was so curious about everything as a child, always skipping school to go exploring instead.
Which is what we heard from her parents.
There was so much to discover. The treasures at the bottom of the sea, the secrets beyond the stars, and that merchant ship packed with adults wearing those strange clothes. Yes.
Strange clothes.
That was the beginning of the end.
Merchant. I wonder if she's talking about a literal, like, boat ship? Or if it's like a spaceship with, like, space people. IPC? Ow.
It was a spaceship.
Never mind.
The people that disembarked wore smiles on their faces and spoke of friendship. They claimed to be merchants from a neighboring planet, looking to establish trade. Skirk's parents, her relatives, her neighbors,
Sancho ships?
everyone welcomed the newcomers with open arms and allowed them to explore the planet. To them, the visitors were guests and should be treated with hospitality.
I think more IPC type ships. Maybe. Like IPC trade ships, you know?
No one had any idea of what was to come. Several months later, an army of unknown origin arrived without warning and carried out a ruthless campaign to destroy everything and everyone on the planet. Skirk had skipped school that day, like so many times before, so she was not caught in the immediate wave of destruction. But when she came home that day, only fire and ruin awaited her.
Well, isn't that a depressing image? Also, she has a little fin wing thingy over here. What is that? Like, she's not human, is she? Like, they're not human, they're like a different species or something? Because she has this little thingy on her back.
Countless people cried out to her for
Unless
help.
that's what makes her special.
People she knew and loved. Friends and relatives. The little girl who lived next door. The shop owner with the bad leg. The bad-tempered teacher she had made fun of just that morning. Their lives were discarded like worthless trash.
Well,
as the fire consumed one life after another, Skirk was helpless. All she could do was run. And so she did.
Yeah, I've seen it. I know she has the little fin still on her back, just slightly bigger.
Crossed her path.
It's very interesting. Ow.
If Sertology hadn't been there in that moment, the fire would have claimed her life too. And there she would have remained, left to rot in the scorched earth, with no answer as to why any of this was happening.
So why did those people destroy their homeland?
Because she and her people were seen as a threat.
Why? Did they do something bad?
As the initial merchant ship explored the planet, they discovered that it hadn't always had the condition to support life. Yet there was evidence of human activity, even during the periods of extreme heat or cold in the past. Further research revealed that, over time, the people of this planet had evolved the ability to adapt to any type of environment or energy source. For that reason, the outsiders viewed them as a potential threat, and decided to eliminate them.
That's so dumb.
The threat could rear its head.
They were peaceful people.
The army was called, and the so-called danger was wiped from the face of the planet.
Just because of speculation?
Senseless, isn't it?
The hell?
A threat because of a gift they didn't even know they had. Perhaps it was their own innocence and kindness that doomed them. But in the end, that was lost to the blaze as well. If those with power get to decide good and evil, then all you can trust in is the
It really
sword in
does,
your hand.
Shrey.
And so, before death could claim her, she ran. She ran and never stopped.
Now I see why Logi's threat is such a terrifying prospect for her. Yeah, it would be like a deja vu of her childhood, basically. And I also see why she distances herself from the world. She doesn't want to make any connections that once she inevitably loses them due to Logi's threat, they will hurt. So she just doesn't make any connections, so it doesn't hurt anymore.
No one wants to relive their most painful moments. Well, that brings us to the end of the story. Skirk is waiting over there. For both of us.
Oh.
Let's go to her. It's time to fulfill my purpose. And my greatest wish over all these years.
Ready. Wait, over here. There she is. Oh, this place is so pretty, dude. Hi, Pookie Bear. Hi.
So all this, just so you could bring her here?
I have things to say to you. Well, to me.
It is her, like, inner child, or her inner self. I goddamn knew it.
To witness our reconciliation, even if it takes an argument to get there. And she is the best choice in this moment.
She must be.
Her suppressed emotional self.
Oh, look at her.
The version of herself she keeps locked in the recesses of her mind, stifled by reason. All those rejected impulses, those discarded aspects of your past selves, they are a part of me now. I am who you used to be. Someone you have refused to face for too long. So, I came to face you instead.
You're wrong. I've faced you all along.
Oh.
And that's exactly why I keep you locked here. Your existence makes me weak. Moments of joy and longing are when we are most vulnerable. Don't forget, it was a penchant for goodness over reason that doomed our homeland in the first place. The vastness of the universe renders everything insignificant. Our feelings most of all.
Even so, learning from the mistakes of the past doesn't have to mean erasing everything. Strip yourself of your so-called weaknesses. Emotions like kindness and empathy, and what makes you any different from the ruthless soldiers who slaughtered our people?
You know, she has a point.
The difference is that I'm doing what is right, what is necessary. I allow you to exist, but with limited freedom. That is the greatest kindness I can offer. I've shouldered everything you couldn't carry. I rose above the numbness and emptiness, and it was cold, unfeeling reason that brought me this far. It made me who I am. It made me strong.
That is the problem. I want to shoulder those things together.
Yeah, you don't have to do everything alone, Pookie.
On the grand scale of the entire universe, maybe our feelings are vanishingly small, but why should that mean they don't matter? Emotion gives warmth to the cold expanse of space. It gives
She is spitting facts,
to the
bro.
world around us. Think back to those nights of gazing at the stars, those afternoons of exploring the unknown. Think back and let them grant you peace. A brief respite from the pressure you put on yourself.
That isn't
Or
what we
not.
need.
Well,
Exactly what we need.
okay, pop off.
Aren't you curious about why recovering your strength has taken longer than normal this time?
Finally, you get to the important part. That is the only answer I came here to find.
Then look around. Look at your inner world. You cast aside your dreams and curiosity, and in doing so, you lost your original motivation. You severed all connection to who you used to be, so you can no longer draw strength from your past. Now, the only things driving you forward are fear and survivor's guilt. But these cannot take you far enough. And so, this river,
That's why it's
source of your
purpley.
strength, grows more polluted by the day.
And you think that means I should seek help from a weak little thing like you?
That weak little thing is you. Your emotional self isn't weak. The fact that she transcended time and broke free from her constraints to come and face you, that proves it exactly.
Thank you for saying that. I knew bringing you here would be the right choice. To be honest, I'm not here to argue with you. This isn't about who's right or wrong. And in fact, I agree that in order to make it through the wake of that tragedy, we had to distance ourselves from the pain through reason over emotion. But what is right at one point in time isn't always right forever. I know you will never forget that fire. I know the fact that you were the sole survivor fills you with guilt. And I know that among the voices that haunt you, mine is there too.
Oh.
Because deep down, you know that you didn't turn out to be the person you wanted to be.
Well then, this got a little too real.
All those unfulfilled hopes are like knives to the heart. And I don't want you to hurt anymore. So even if you can't accept me, I hope, at least, that you can let go.
I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died.
Oh, this again.
I wouldn't be haunted by that fire all the time. I wouldn't have to go on like this.
Oh, cracking the ice.
Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face, but we need you to survive.
She's seeing it's not all bad. Oh, look at
I'm
her.
sick of being a kid. There's so many amazing things out there, and I'm ready to see them all.
She was so cute. There she is. Hi.
I remember. There was a song Mom and Dad always sang when we went out to fetch water. Dancing water. The sand along your path is begging for your song and movement. Will you carry this burden with you on your journey? I am not the dancing water, and you are not the burdensome sand. But if this is your wish, then...
Oh, yippee.
I will carry you with me until the end.
She did the thing.
Thank you.
I should be thanking you.
Good scene. I love when they do this style of art. It's so pretty every time. Hi, friend.
Run, Skirk, run!
They remind me of Shao's karma bonds.
Heed my words, Skirk.
Nuh-uh, don't listen to him.
Let fear take root in your soul.
God, it's so pretty.
Why
Was it only you?
Skirk, did you become a positive light in this world?
It's so pretty, dude. They always cook with these cutscenes.
This doesn't have to be the end.
Oh, don't. Oh,
Life is
she
a gift.
is.
Don't let darkness claim it.
They become one again. Oh, the music is so good. It is Star Odyssey, the song, right? Now that's pretty. Oh, hello. Whoa, that is gorgeous,
So,
actually.
You saw my memories then?
Yeah, I kinda did.
I once asked my master if survival of the strongest was the law of the universe. He said no. But in a world without order, those with no moral boundaries tend to be the ones who survive.
That isn't true strength. Power is not a substitute for doing what's right.
That's why, after hearing his answer, an idea came to mind. An idea that, one day, I would create a new world order. One in which there would never be another tragedy like that fire. One in which power was not the law of the land. But that means I must defeat him. Because my master, Sir Lowkey, is, at the core, a defier of all rules and order.
Getting rid of one of the centers would low-key be good for literally everybody. Since you have your work cut out for you, then
yes.
Yep.
And not just because of the gap in our abilities, but also because I have no reason to see him as an enemy. Although his decision to train me was not made out of kindness, he did everything a master should. He saved my life, taught me the sword and the principles of strength. And for that,
This is
I respect
so
him.
pretty now, dude. But he intends to face you in battle one day.
I know. And it's not something I want. But Master never goes back on his word. I have to treat everything he says as a promise. He's no longer into that. But he sends me messages through the abyss every now and then.
Oh.
Most of them are simple greetings, or an answer to one of my questions. Every time I hear from him, my heart skips a beat. And I wonder if this is the moment where he'll finally appear before me and tear down everything I've built to pieces. Maybe that means I do live in eternal fear, just like he said.
Oh, look at her.
Yes, I respect him, but I'm also afraid of him. And for that reason, the pursuit of strength consumes every moment of my life.
She's such an insane character. Like, her story is, like, insane.
I don't know what Master has planned, but I have to be ready.
If he does attack you one day, I'll help you. Of course.
Help me? Why?
Doesn't have to be.
This isn't your fight.
Technically, none of the fights we've ended up involved in Teyvat are our fight. But we still step up to the task and do it. Because if we want to build the world we both want to see, everyone has to be willing to fight for it. Why do I feel like that's an insane foreshadowing for when we go fight, like, the Heavenly Sustainer or something? Like, all of us have to fight together for a world we want to see. Like, to build a better world without, you know, all the bad stuff. We're all gonna have to come together. Everyone has to be willing to fight for it. Oh, I feel like that's some insane foreshadowing. If we all do our part, we can make the entire universe a kinder place. Entire universe, she says. Leave together. Skirk gazes into a distant sky. There's nothing else to do here. Should I leave? Leave. Oh, hi.
Oh, you're finally awake.
30 minutes? You know what? That's so base train. It's such a pretty place.
Honestly, Paimon was gone for like 2 seconds and then she comes back and finds you both unconscious?
Oh no.
You scared Paimon half to death.
Sorry.
You're both okay, right?
We're fine.
What does it look like?
Oh, okay. Sorry. My bad. It looks like your strength is back. You look stronger than ever.
Only water from the source can cleanse the rot and filth that flows from the past into the future.
She does look like shinier. Am I tripping?
I taught you to incorporate the experiences from your journey into how you fight. I suppose what happened today will become an inseparable part of who I am.
Okay. So, Paimon feels like she's missing some important context.
Well,
but
kinda.
Whatever. Paimon brought back tons of delicious snacks. Let's dig in.
She definitely looks like shinier. The three of you enjoyed the snacks.
All right. It's about time we finished what we started.
We're gonna deal with this thief for good, right?
Let's show him what we were made of. There's
This
more?
time, I'm not going to tell you to hold back. But having digested even more power in the meantime, he's going to be tougher than before. The good news is, we have no reason to pull our punches this time. So, let's go. Same place as last time.
All right. Sure. Oh, it says the idea. Oh, hi. A bussy stink. Well, hello, Acheron.
The fog is gone.
Yeah. This looks insane. Is this IX? Hello? Well then.
Wait, isn't that the form the all-devouring narwhal changed into? How come he knows that, too?
That's, you know, that's what the fellow used to look like.
Really? So, you're telling Paimon that giant whale and this guy can both turn into the fowl? How does that work?
It's a subconscious instinct. Any intelligent being who longs for his level of strength is bound to mimic his appearance.
Okay, fair enough.
It's a natural response after encountering someone as powerful as Master. To them, he represents ultimate power. We know the person before us has encountered Master, and we know he stole a portion of my power. So it's not surprising that he would assume this form.
Okay. Oh, the closer Paimon looks, the more
Kinda
intimidating
sick.
it gets. Nervalette isn't here this time, so it's up to us. He won't have the nerve to steal again after
I love that
we're
we
done
keep
with
getting
him.
new Valette mentions.
Let's teach this guy a lesson.
Sure thing. Hell yeah, Paimon. Not like this.
That's what I like. Extinguished. Water jet.
Yeah, it's really clunky doing this with only 2 characters.
Into the void.
There's no way. I'll just do that. Hello, hello. Just tank it, tank it, tank it. It's fine.
Paradigm shift.
There's no way you did it again.
Haven't forgotten your training, I hope.
Nope. Oh, there you go. I was like, huh?
Go!
Hey, friend.
Mine to wield.
3. Hi. Where? Not there.
Annihilate power.
No rifts. There we go. More? More? Tank it, tank it. Don't dodge it this time, I swear. Thank you. Kill me, please. Thank you. Nope, that's fine. Can you not break it? Oh, brother. There you go.
Mine to wield.
Wait. I want to do the thing.
Merciless.
There you go. I wanted to finish him with the ult, but it's kind of impossible with only 2 characters in Skirk. Katine! Hi! Dude, she's so... Oh my god, the teamwork! That is a really cool looking shield. I'm not even... Not her just catching it.
My power.
Bro, she might be her. I love the teamwork. Oh, caught him. Oh, good. Absolutely rolled. Or not. Oh.
Well then, let's see how much more of this power you can.
Oh. She is pouring her power into him. Oh, you're cooked, buddy. Oh, dude. Well. And... My bad. Oh my god, look at her. She looks so pretty. The fact that she used our sword. Girly Pup used her prototype rank core to finish him. Who the hell? You?
Well, have you come to your senses?
You're... That's Khaenri'ah clothes.
You saw that my body was at its limit. So, you deliberately channeled your power into me, knowing that it would destroy my shell from within. Such power. Such keen battle instincts. So, you must be...
Skirk, Sertologi's disciple.
How long has it been? How long has he been away from Tevat?
Yes.
Hundreds of years.
Hundreds? Sorry. It's a lot to take in. I should introduce myself. I am Skofnungar.
What kind of name is
that? A friend of your master and one of his followers.
A friend?
This is the first time I've heard your name, Skirk. But hundreds of years ago, I knew you existed.
How old is Skirk?
And I knew you would come here.
Hundreds of years ago?
Sounds like you and Master have quite the
Cataclysm.
history. Care to tell us about it?
Of course. Might as well take advantage of a clear head while I can. The story starts a long, long time ago. I was born into a noble family in Khaenri'ah.
Oh,
as the eldest son,
that's interesting.
I was set to inherit our title, but I contracted an incurable illness as a child, and everyone gave up on me. I trained the sword harder than anyone else.
He was kind of sick, even though he's just corrupted with the pussy energy.
Peers, but it was all in vain. When other people looked at me, all I saw in their eyes was pity, or a strange glee in my misfortune. Even my parents were just waiting for me to die. Over time, my heart hardened, and I became aimless. That was the point where I met your master, Sertologi. We were similar in age, but different in background.
Oh, Sertologi's backstory.
The son of criminals who had been sentenced to death. He spent his childhood wandering the streets, facing more criticism than the literary works in the Universitas Magistrorum. Yet, he always wore a smile on his face. as if kindness and malice were one and the same, and he could not see the difference. I still remember what he said to me when we first met. You need to fight to survive. Even if it's a losing battle, it should light a fire under you. How can you sit back like this and go down without a fight?
That does sound like something he would say.
He was the first to acknowledge that I was worth something, and he inspired me to keep going. When we sparred together, it was the first time I'd actually felt the thrill of combat. When I was 10, he stole forbidden research materials and managed to cure my illness.
Oh, wait, actually, hold on.
It was like there was nothing in this world he couldn't accomplish. When it came to the human form, he was always intent
this is
on
such
pushing
a pretty
the
frame.
boundaries of possibility. But somewhere along the way, I fell behind. My talents were nothing compared to his, and at some point, I realized he had pulled so far ahead, I was too embarrassed to even ask him to spar. After his grand endeavor was successful, he sought me out and said to me,
"This planet no longer holds anything of interest
Oh,
to me.
well,
So I'm leaving. But first,
bye.
I have an offer. I can use a power I have just refined to break the curse of immortality for you.
Oh.
Your death was once what we worked so hard to prevent. But the immortality you now face is a different kind of pain altogether.
I'll pass. Immortality doesn't sound so bad to me. Since I can't die, it means I have an infinite amount of time to get stronger.
Well...
Maybe. I'll finally catch up to you one day.
Are you sure? I cannot say when I will return. Your body, or rather, your soul, might not be able to withstand this curse.
All I can do is try. After all, a wise man once told me, people need to fight for their own survival.
Wise indeed. Nevertheless, if you grow weary of the pain of immortality, and wish to experience a good sparring match before you wither away, seek out my disciple.
Oh, that's why.
Disciple? Never thought I'd hear that word coming from you.
Nor I. But Vedifenir said I was destined to find a disciple out there in the universe.
Oh, sure. Name drop. Just casually with the phone here.
Vedifenir's prophecies are never wrong.
Well, now I'm curious about who this disciple of yours will be.
All Vedifenir said was that one day, the stars shall bow in her honor.
That's interesting.
Sounds pretty impressive.
Of course. Only the most outstanding people would have the right to become my disciple.
Okay, buddy.
Still
talk about self-importance.
Self-assured as ever, I see. But you're not wrong.
I'll be leaving then. Oh, and if you were serious about getting stronger, I left you a little gift in the primordial sea.
The hell?
As I've said before,
the narwhal?
Walk whatever path you want.
The
freedom means even the wicked.
Did he just leave the narwhal for him? Is that why he appears inside it?
Waiting for me in the primordial sea.
Oh my god.
Devouring narwhal, already beaten into submission by Sertologi. In its weakened state, I was able to cut off part of its flesh.
Oh, brother.
And sew it into my own heart.
Your heart? That sounds like torture. How did you even survive that?
Because, of course, I bear the curse of immortality.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
So, you used the curse to turn yourself into a vessel for power. Even with that whale's ability, devouring power like that is not something the human body can withstand. With your body and soul constantly at the breaking point, It was the curse of immortality that sustained you, but that is not the path to strength. You have to pour your heart into it, work for it, dream of it. Instead, you stole something that didn't belong to you, and it backfired.
You're right. I should have known better, but I had already pushed myself to my limits, and he was still miles ahead of me.
You do not look
I had to
good.
take a leap of faith. I miss your master. I miss the days when we were all together, troublemakers without a home. I don't regret the choice I made. But if you'll allow it, I do want to apologize.
After the beating we just gave you, I think we can call it even.
You're an interesting one as well. Sertologi's disciple. That's a lot to live up to.
Oh, you have no idea.
It can't have been an easy experience. I know what he's like. He rules with an iron fist, using despair and fear to force you to catch up to him. All the while, standing ever out of reach. We're like mountain climbers in the dark.
So cool.
Never knowing how much higher we have to climb. Or when we will see the sun again.
You see that? You could argue it's just like a black hole, and that's just like a generic black hole. But like, the shape is equally like blobby, not exactly circular, and the debris down here kind of looks like this. That's all I'm gonna say.
True, but I made up my mind long ago. No matter how dark it gets, I will not give in to despair. I will overcome it. Besides, after hearing your story, I suspect what Master really wants is not a battle that demands his full strength, but rather a defeat without regrets.
Oh.
Since you're his friend, you must have some things in common. The first time we came here, when you stabbed me through the fog and stole my power, I felt no emotion coming from that spike. But when you had to devote all your strength fighting me just now, I could feel joy and passion emanating from your blade. It was the joy of a researcher discovering the truth of the world. The joy of an artist uncovering a temple of wonders.
Interesting. I'm certain I didn't express those emotions outright. Yet you were able to read them from my blade.
Because she's her.
Like a glimpse into my inner world. You're right. That battle brought me an unbridled sense of joy. And my defeat brings me no regret whatsoever.
Exactly. I think Master also craves a battle like that. One where his opponent forces him to use all his strength, unlock the extent of his potential, and transcend his own limits. A battle to end all battles.
Battle to end all battles. Okay,
After which, all can come to an end. Including, perhaps, his life.
I wouldn't be too against that. And
for that very reason, good and evil are meaningless to him. He has one purpose, one goal. To complete himself. It's one of the secrets to his strength.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps that is his call. What a battle that would be. Oh, to witness such a...
Oh, well, there he goes.
Are you okay?
Too many different kinds of power are surging through my body. The curse of immortality allows it all to coexist, but it does not remove the pain.
I was literally thinking that, Trey, in my mind. I'm like, contract, another contract, you know what I mean?
To hold on to my sanity for much longer. What a shame. I would have loved to witness that battle.
Well...
Sertologi once offered to free me from this curse. Now...
Can she?
I must ask that of you, Skirk, can you release me from the pain?
I can.
Oh.
But not through death, if that's what you were hoping for. It's not a suitable punishment for your crime. As an alternative, I can take your consciousness, along with all the power you've consumed, and smash it to pieces. The impurities will dissipate, and under the curse of immortality, your mind and body will regenerate. When that process is complete, you will be back to who you were before. No longer tortured by powers you can't control, but it will be a time-consuming and painful process. The decision is yours to make.
I accept. And who knows? Perhaps I'll wake up in time to witness your great battle with Sertologi.
Bert just wants to be a spectator.
I have faith that you'll be able to stand
Oh my god,
him one
Mersa,
day.
hi. It's been 20 years. How are you?
Though, I know
how you been?
It'll be a long and arduous road. If we are climbers in the dark, it appears the dawn has finally broken for me. But your ascent continues.
This quest is full of very pretty sights.
At least.
Relapse into Genshin. I love that. You've been okay. I hope you
are not alone
get
on your journey.
I hope you have good times. The returnee is here. I hope you get better times. Seriously, you're only doing okay. If you need anything, you know we're here for you. Don't even worry.
I will
but I'm
reach
glad
the top
to
of this
see you again. It's been a hot
no
minute.
matter what it takes. And you, Skofnunger, will
that
be
is a
my
name
witness
of all time.
at the end of all things.
That's finally over.
Wait.
Let's get out of here.
Wait. Ah, still not enough. How's America? It's something. I am surviving? Question mark? Skirk gazes into a distant sky. There's nothing else to do here. Should I leave? Is there anything else here for me? Probably not. Except a very cool picture. Now I can leave. Now that I got my picture. This really just looks like IX, bro. I'm not even kidding. This has been like a long quest, but I'm like, it's a nice length. And it's been pretty good the entire time.
It's only been a few days, but it feels like forever. Once again, we've proved there's nothing we can't overcome.
Real Paimon.
We're just that awesome.
I didn't even break a sweat.
Wow. You sound even more confident than usual. Guess you really have become stronger.
Do we know if there was any actual change in stats here? Because I know the Akasha terminal with Lohatham gave us like a tiny stat boost. The training with Skirk also gave us a stat boost.
Today sure went by fast. It's night already. Oh wait, that reminds Paimon.
Oh yeah, it does. Oh, that's cool.
The ones that died out? Are they back now?
Yes.
Oh.
The power Skofnunger stole has been returned. So, the stars have regained their light.
We have our cons back.
Great! Huh. It's crazy that you even noticed their light was gone. There are so many stars in the sky.
Attack defense and EM, that's sick.
Paimon definitely wouldn't be able to tell.
I suppose it's because I have gazed upon this sky for centuries.
Damn.
The false stars, hanging in the meticulously planned sky.
Oh, brother.
Glittering with rotten light.
Oh, brother.
It's not real. And yet, it is for that very reason that I can look upon it and enjoy the momentary peace it brings.
I'd like to see what it's like up there.
Even the most beautiful of bubbles has to burst. We will return to the real universe one day, whether of our own volition or not.
Oh, that's scary.
Time marches ever forward. Even the innocent and naive will taste life's bitterness. Yet through hardship, we grow until we learn to seize the sands of time for ourselves and uncover our true strength. Though we gaze upon a false sky, its vastness and majesty is palpable. One can only wonder,
I love her
what is it
so
going
much.
to take
I really like
for
her.
kindness to reign supreme in the vast expanse of the universe.
Ugh. This is all going over Paimon's head. But if she knows one thing, it's that the traveler always finds a way. Ever since we met, she has filled Paimon's days with happiness. No matter how tough things get, she always finds a way to make it better.
She's so sweet, man. I'm so happy they changed her VA for this because this makes it so much better. She pretty and fun. You got her, Marissa?
If it's too big a job for one person, then we'll do it with 2. And if 2's still not enough, then 3. We've met so many amazing friends and accomplished so many amazing things.
I adore the new VA so much.
Up, we can make any wish come true.
I suppose when it comes to you, anything is possible.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I should be going. Now that my power is no longer isolated from my emotions, I need more practice to get used to it.
When will we meet again?
I suppose fate will decide. Maybe we'll bump into each other on the street. Or maybe we'll reunite on a different planet entirely.
Like, in a different game, perhaps? Skirk? Skirk, Honkai Star Rail, confirmed? Question mark?
Regardless, reunions and partings are but passing moments. More than anything, I hope that, at the end of this journey, wherever it takes us,
Genshin 2.
we stand in a world reborn. One without war, pain, or forced partings. One where new life can bloom, even where there was once nothing but scorched earth. For this, we must all work to become stronger.
Of course, Master. That's jingly, you silly. Well, I mean, you're not wrong.
I won't object. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Aw, man. Oh, yeah, leave in style, why don't you? Insane. Insane activities.
Is it just Paimon, or is she being nicer than before?
Plus one ally.
Definitely count as friends after all that, don't you think?
100 P.
Hey, what do you think about camping here tonight? There's nothing quite like sleeping under the stars.
Sure.
Come tomorrow, we can continue our journey. Oh, and since Paimon treated you to that super nice meal at Wanmin Restaurant, it's about time you returned the favor.
End of the quest? Yeah. That was pretty good. I actually really liked that quest. It gave us a lot of ooh, we kept the thingy. A lot of info on training review. We got her for the teapot. Oh, that makes me so happy actually. No, that was really good. All the lore from it was really, really nice. I enjoyed the quest like a lot. I don't know where I would put it compared to other story quests. That was definitely good. She is such an insanely good character. Her story is so good and it's so interesting and it opens so many doors and it makes me happy. There's so much to just like gain from this. It's insane. I am excited to see where we go after this though. Like both in just like her and just the plot in general, because I think things are gonna start cooking up real soon. Maybe. And I am also very scared for what said cooking might entail, but I guess we just have to sit and wait until then, right?